Hello, Pisces. Welcome. So, this is going to be a message for you for the month of May, what we can look forward to, or what you can look forward to in the month of May. And if you resonate with this message, Pisces, please like, share, and subscribe if you are feeling the vibe. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so at herbalempressnee.com. The information is in the description box below, as well as my TikTok. I am no longer going to be doing weekly readings on TikTok. No more Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern. It will be sporadic readings when I get a chance to go on. If you do prefer to get readings on TikTok, that's fine. Just let me know. DM me or something and let me know a good time, and maybe I can get on for about an hour or so and do some readings for you. Sorry, Dallas is barking in the background. I don't know for what. I don't know. Alright. So, I'm going to pull a couple of oracles. Oh, and I'm not in my normal recording spot, as you can see, right? So, you can't see the table or the cards right now, but I'll make sure I hold them up for you so you can see what I pulled. So, here we go. Pisces. I'm going to pull the oracle. I think I started saying that, right? No, I did. So I'm going to pull the oracle cards first, and then as I'm reading and going over the oracle cards, I'll be shuffling through the tarot deck so that you don't have to sit and watch me shuffle for too long in the middle of the video. Alright, Pisces, let's see what's going on for you for the month of May. Okay. Okay, Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Alright. Bottom of the deck, you got higher consciousness. So we have Magician, Harmony, Offering, Initiation, Foresight. Okay. So, this is good, Pisces. So, you've been almost like the jack of all trades. Like, you've been putting in work. You've been fixing things yourself and other things. You've been, you know, like I said, pretty much the jack, or what is it, Jack or Jill, I think, is it? I don't know. Of all trades, something like that, right? And so you being able to kind of be in that groove has really brought harmony to your life. Like, it really has brought harmony to your life because you feel like you're fixing things. Maybe at one point you felt like, oh my gosh, there's so much, and I got to do this, and I got to do that, and this isn't done, and right? But now it's just like, I got maybe a couple things on my list of things to fix, and I'm like, you know? So it's like the more that you crossed off things on your list of things to do, right? Not literally to do, like a errand list. I mean things to do in life, right? Like a bigger list, right? It's like you have so much harmony because a lot of weight has lifted off of your shoulder, right? I mean, like, serious things. Like, so for example, you're like, you know what? I regret never... I had an argument with my cousin 5 years ago, or a sibling 5 years ago, and I regret not talking to them. So you reached out to them and made up with them, or, you know, things like that. I want to spend more time with my child. I want to travel the world. I've always been working, right? So it's like you are really just getting things, you're fixing things. Like, you're fixing things, whereas, like I said, one point you were like maybe struggling. You may have been anxious, like, who is going to fix all of this? I don't have no help. I don't know how to do this, right? But it's just like you just started doing stuff, and now it's almost done. Right? And it's really brought a lot of harmony to you because it's like the more that you fix yourself and the things around you, you have offerings coming in. right? You have things coming to you. It could be job, but I feel like it's more so love, right? Because we have the offering and then we have the initiation. Because it's almost like you fixing things. Again, this card, this is your heart. This is the shell that your heart used to be in. It's opened completely. And now your heart is floating here with the crown, right? So it's like you at one point might have had your heart hidden or frozen or, guarded and protected, but now you're like, I'm just gonna let it go. So it could be a love offer coming into for you, Pisces. Or you could be offering a love something, or a love could be offering you something. It's something that you foresaw, or that you know is coming like to fruition. Whether it's a love, like I said, a love situation, job situation, it's just like something that you knew was going to happen is like happening. Like maybe you had a dream or you had a vision or something that this was going to happen, and like at the point in time you had this vision, you were like, ain't no way that's gonna happen. I got like, nah, right? It's not gonna happen. And then it happened, and now you're looking like, oh, like your whatever foresight you had, whatever vision you had, dream, download, whatever you want to call it, or whatever you do call it, I should say. It's like it's initiated, and you know it. Like, you know what's coming to you, because it's like clear now, right? So like, say for instance, I don't know, you had a dream that you were, this is so wild, but okay, I have to say what comes to my head. So you had a dream where you were living in this brand new house in another state or another location, another country, wherever your desired place to live is, right? And in your dream, it might have felt real, and you were just like, no, that wasn't real. Like, I already have a house, or I can't afford that, or I can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you had the vision, but you're just like, nah, like, I don't see that happening anytime soon based on where I am right now, right? Say that happened. Now, God forbid, say your house burnt down, or there was flooding in your house, or something happened to your house, and you gotta move, right? You can't stay in a flooded house, you can't stay in a burnt up house, and now you have to move. And not only do you have to move, but you might have got some insurance money to move, so now you can afford to move. And then you move into the place that you dreamed about or had a vision about, and you're like, oh, this is like, like you're understanding, like, the series of events that have happened led you here, even though when you had the initial vision, you were like, nah, I can't see that happening. I can't see that happening, right? That ain't gonna happen. Or even if it's a love situation, it's like you could have had a dream where you kissed a coworker, or a classmate, or somebody that, like, you just couldn't see you couldn't see yourself necessarily being with, right? They might have had a boyfriend, they might have been married, they might have anything, and then that person gets divorced, or breaks up with their significant other. Sorry, I said it doesn't matter gender. It doesn't matter girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, right? But they break up with their partner. And now it's just like, you might be going on a date with this person, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, like, I had this vision that this person was going to ask me to this specific event or whatever, right? And I didn't think it would happen because they were with someone else, and then things transpired to where they're no longer with that person, and now that they showed up, right? So something kind of like that, Pisces. Aw, that's so sweet. Okay. I'm going to turn that back over. Turn that back over. Okay. All right. All right, here we go. There's a lot of cards. This is sweet. Okay, here we go, Pisces. So you got the Six of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Magician card, King of Cups, Ace of Cups, Page of Swords, Judgment card, Four of Wands, whoops, King of Swords, High Priestess, and Seven of Pentacles. I was about to say something else. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot card. All right, here we go. So, Pisces. You are winning, Pisces. You're winning. This is your season. It may, at one time, you may have been struggling. You may have felt like you weren't winning at all. Like nothing was happening. But now, you're winning. You've had a victory of some kind. You may be getting publicly recognized for your talent in your career, on social media. Your social media could have took off, right? But you're being publicly recognized for you, right? And what you bring to the world. You may have collaborated with someone on this. This didn't, like, you didn't, I don't feel like you just started winning by yourself. Like, you had assistance, you had a team, you had people helping you. Or it could be that someone sees you winning and a team reaches out to you to help you with your new fame, right? So for example, say for example, you went viral on TikTok or Instagram or whatever platform you like are on or prefer, right? And you went from having a couple hundred followers to, I don't know, 50,000, 100,000 followers or 1,000,000 followers, right? In a few days, right? So you're being publicly recognized for your talent. Say you're a singer, dancer, artist of some kind, or you're some type of consultant, whatever, right? Like, you're being recognized for what you're putting out into the world. And a team contacts you to kind of help you through all of this magical things that are happening, right? Because there's a lot of issues or problems that could arise that you're not aware of, right? Because you may not have the experience of being that exposed to that many people, right? So, like, for example, if you went viral and you have a couple million followers all of a sudden, and again, you went from 200 to a couple million, like, it's a lot of people viewing you, a lot more people's opinions, right? People purposely trolling you to get recognized because you're being recognized. A lot of issues and problems that come with, you know, I don't want to say celebrity, but come with celebrity or fame, right? So there's a team that is like reaching out to you, or maybe reaching out to you to kind of help you figure this out. Or they might reach out to you and think that you're just a genius. Like, oh my gosh, I can't, like, you're a genius. Can't believe you did this. Like, I can't believe you're this talented. Whatever, right? But it's like some type of team wants to reach out to you. And they're going to help you solve a problem. Because you've been demonstrating leadership qualities, Pisces. Like, you've really stood up to you've really stood up to the, what is it? stood up Stepped up. Why can't I think of the saying? Step to the plate. You really, I don't know the saying. Like, it's like the words are in my head, but I can't say them out for whatever reason. You've really stepped up your game. That came out. Okay. So you really stepped up your game. You're demonstrating, again, leadership qualities. And I think, honestly, it's just about you really just loving yourself, seeing yourself differently. Because honestly, Pisces, almost every other sign I've done so far has been about love. But this is really about you and your growth. Really has to do with you and your growth. It's like you being able to step up and be this leader and step up to be the person that you're meant to be is allowing you to show others how to love themselves. Showing others how loving yourself will get you to places that you need to be, right? Because if you love yourself, you have the confidence that you need in order to get somewhere. If you love yourself, nobody can tell you anything about you. So, like, for example, like I said, like, if you all of a sudden became a celebrity overnight, you're not gonna be a person that cares about all of the comments, good or bad, right? You're not gonna care what someone has to say about you, or how you reached your goal, how you reached your, you know, your celebrity. You're not caring because you love yourself. You're not going to let people just say whatever. You're going to let people walk all over you, right? Like, when you get to this point, like I said, whether it's celebrity or like going viral on social media, going viral in your community, right? It's just different ways to be recognized, right? And in the public. And when that happens, like I said, you have a lot of people coming at you. You got people trying to get you to promote their stuff. You got people that are hating on you. You got people that are just trying to be your friend and ride your coattails. It's a lot of things that come with that, right? And when you truly love yourself, you don't allow for that stuff to happen. It can still happen, don't get me wrong. It's part of the process, right? But you're not allowing people to do that. You're not going to allow someone to come in and say, hey, you know what? Your style is unique, but I think you need to start, dressing gothic. But that's not your style. You might be a preppy person. That's not who you are. You're going to stay true to yourself. If you're confident and you love yourself, no one can come in and tell you to be somebody that you're not, right? So that's along the lines of what I'm saying. Because there's gossip going around. People are curious about, like, what's up. There's people watching you. There's people being nosy. And they're shocked. A lot of these people are shocked at your awakening, at your ascension. The fact that you are really coming into your own. That you're getting recognized. Right? Like I said, sometimes with a lot of recognition you get hate with people like, well, how did this person get recognized and I do this, and why did they get recognized for this and I didn't get recognized for that? Because it's not your time. You might not have worked hard enough like they did. You don't never know what people go through to get to where they get, right? Or what they have to go through when they get there. So you got some haters, but I don't think you care. But there's a lot of people, good and bad, opinions of you, right, that are watching you, and they're shocked either way. Some people are shocked that you got here in a bad way, like how did he or she or they do that? And other people are just like, oh my gosh, like happy for you, like I can't believe they did that. I used to watch you sing on the street corner and now you're like 2 million views on TikTok or 200 million fans on TikTok. How did you do that? Like, right? So there's going to be different types of people constantly watching what you're doing, and they're in shock, whether it's a good shock or a bad shock, right? But it's really time for you to celebrate and really be stable, and think very logically around, like, right now. This is your time. Enjoy the celebration, enjoy the stability, enjoy the sense of community that you're creating, or that's coming to you, right? By you going into whatever this is. You may there may be some hidden truths going on. But it's almost in a sense of, Pisces are very intuitive people, beings, right? And you may, again, like, because it has foresight and vision, right? So you are tapping into the spiritual realm a little bit more, because you also may be in shock and disbelief about how this came about. Because, like I said, you could have received a message, a download, a dream, a vision about all that's happening, and you just was like, that's interesting, right? Like, you didn't think it was gonna happen, but it did happen. It did happen. And it's like, this is your reward for doing the work on yourself. This is your reward for getting closer to whatever higher power you believe in. The universe, God, the list goes on. This is like your reward for doing the work on yourself, for doing the work for connecting and consistently connecting. Good job, Pisces. Again, the bottom of my deck is the Chariot. This is your destiny. This is what you were destined to do. You're enjoying the journey. This is you're overcoming obstacles, you leveling up. World card, Chariot card. You're leveling up, you're healing. You learning. Okay. You may even be relocating. continue to receive spiritual guidance, regardless of what that means to you, whether that means speaking to a preacher, whether that means meditating and speaking to your spirit guides, your ancestors, right? But continue to do that. But you may have some relocation. You might be relocating or expanding, or just like I said, receiving more opportunities. So the more that you continue to push yourself and do the things that spirit, God, angels, whatever you believe is feeding you to do and telling you to do, and you're going on that path, the more rewards that are going to come in for you. And it's going to keep coming, right? So that's good message for you, Pisces. I'm so happy for you. Like I said, this is kind of one of the only signs that I did a reading for that wasn't straight about love. This was very straightforward to you and whatever you got going on, whatever you manifested, or whatever, again, message or download that you received. It's like this kind of confirmation, I feel like, for you that it's here, Pisces. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. I will see you soon when I do the weekly readings. Bye.